There we go. I guess we're here. We're here now. We're officially here, guys. It happened. It played. We're here. Okay. What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the Knockout of the Week Award. Or is it? As you guys can see, the name of this episode is Who Deserves a KO Award this week, because you know what? We don't just give this award away every single week unless it is deserved. And to be honest, guys, I don't know if the two TKOs are deserving of this award that we give away every week. So you know what? We're going to leave it up to you guys to decide this week. And you are going to have to drop it in the comments. We will take a poll and see which you guys believe is the winner of the KO Award this week. We will definitely be putting links to the highlights of these knockouts in the comments so that you guys can check this out and leave your comments on what you think. We got a lot to talk about, man. I know there was only one card this weekend, but we got a ton of crap to talk about. Cedric, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, no big knockouts obviously happened this weekend. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
No big knockouts have happened this weekend. A lot of technical boxing, which is boring for a lot of people, but you know, you could turn those boxing lessons into educational lessons. And so we'll go through it. I mean, the two main boxers that we were looking forward to watching or Xander Zayas and Teofimo Lopez. They both got TKOs in their wins. Of course, the Xander Zayas, we'll get into details about that one. So unfortunately, we couldn't decide who to give the award to. If there's anybody out there in the chat, we know we got fans all over the world, Talkin Fight fans all over the world. If there's any knockouts that we so happen to miss, like there's boxing all over the world. There has to be a knockout somewhere, somewhere getting knocked out.
Exactly. Because honestly, this was an undercard full of unanimous decisions. And then our only two big fights that everybody wanted to see. One of them is a controversial knockout, stoppage. And, Teofimo just really beat his man down. It was a thrashing. I want to touch on the Teofimo fight to begin with today. Honestly, he looked all right at 140. Stepped it up.
Yeah.
Moved up in a weight class, 140. Barbosa Jr. on the outside, on the other hand, said that he looks like the smaller man and he's too slow. And if he wants to play with the big boys, he's going to have to step that game up.
My analysis this morning on the scorecard was basically that Teofimo's offense was exceptionally good. He's very good. He comes in those different angles. He has the footwork and everything. Like his offense is exceptionally good, but his defense is very suspect. And it was, he could get away with it against Campa, but against the top five, I don't think that's definitely will be a problem, because at the end of the fourth round, they had a whole bag of ice on the side of his face.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just the end swell. Like, sometimes you see the end swell, like a little bit of bump. They had a whole bag of ice on the whole side of his face after the fourth round.
Yeah.
So, and Campa's not, Campa has a good record, 34-1, but it's a good record against C-level competition.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So,
Lopez floored Campa with a jab in round 7 before he pinned him on the ropes to unload, with that fury of overhand rights that prompted the ref, Tony Weeks, to stop the fight at 2:14. I think it was 3 unanswered rights to the temple as Campa was, leaned over, after taking a few shots.
Yeah.
Definitely a good stoppage. But it was a lackluster knockout, man. And honestly, the way he was dropped with that jab, man, that wonderful jab that just smoked him right in the chin, man. That was a great shot, man, placed by Teofimo. Just going to show you that this kid, he's got that unorthodox style where those punches can come from anywhere. But definitely needs to tighten up on that defense, man. For me, he says he's the answer. He's the next guy. He's the man to beat and all this kind of stuff. Everybody else are made by men and he's made by himself, kind of thing is what he says. You know what, man? Tighten your defense up, brother. You can't be going in to the 140s the 140 division and thinking that you're going to be able to take big, heavy shots from these guys, man. It's not guys that are, your size. Last night, Tio was the smaller guy. He was the smaller guy, and he can't use that style that he did before, bullying and pushing these guys around, man. Just like Barbosa said and tweeted and text that he's a smaller man. He's too slow for this division. And, he's got to learn, man. He's not going to be able to perform like that if he's taken on the top guys in that weight class, man, to be honest. But what a great performance by Tio. I'm not going to lie. He showed great offense. Total punches landed 136 to 83. Total thrown, Lopez 321. Campa threw a surprising 448, but only landed 83 of them, which left that at about 19%. And, 20 of those were jabs. 204 jabs were thrown. And, the percent of that was 10%. Where Tiafomo, jabs landed was 50 out of 157 for 32%, which really showed, a lot. Honestly, I'm surprised those numbers came up because that left hand was down at his waist more than half that fight. So it's surprising that those numbers are up like that, man, to be honest. Guys, we have some slides here. We're going to show you of these knockouts. I've clipped them. We're going to start off with the Tiafomo Lopez. And yeah, man, we're gonna break this down for everybody. This is this is one of these shots here, guys.
That's the follow through. That's the follow through from one of those right hands, and you could see the impact when you see the Campa's hair go flying up. When he gets hit.
These are actually going in reverse, guys. Hold on, let me see here. Let me go. Okay, let's get through them. Let's start. We'll start it off at the beginning because I was already looking at this beatdown. So I'll start at the beatdown where this started, and then we'll move forward. It's really good, guys. This is this barrage of punches that this kid took. I give it to Campa for being able to even withstand this flurry of shots and power shots coming from Tio. This is how it all starts right here, guys. Well, not right there, right? Wow, man, there was a lot of shots. There we go. Okay. That is the end of that's the first knockdown. That's the first shot that he took that dropped him on his ass. Then as we go through
an accurate jab, the jab is mainly, people use the jab just to set things up or to keep your opponent away from you. But if you make it a hard and make it right on your opponent's chin, especially pushing hard off your back foot, that's how you can drop your opponent with the jab.
Definitely. So here we go. He's got him on the ropes, right? And he's just drilling these punches through. The follow through, coming back up, 4 more. Campa's trying to do his damnedest to push him off, to get his back off the rope so he can create that distance to slide out from the side like he did in previous exchanges during this whole match. But unfortunately, Tio was not having any of it. Again, lines up, follow through, just another shot.
And if you notice, Campa's main thing right now is staying against the ropes. If he would have, you could stay there for a couple of seconds, but
okay, hold on.
You could stay there for I didn't mean you can pause there. I just meant when you're fighting, you can stay against the ropes for a couple of seconds just to fight, but you want to fight your way off, not to defend a couple of punches and then stay against the ropes. It's easier for the person on offense to throw punches when you can't, it's hard to move anywhere. So I always suggest people to get back to the center of the ring. If you want to stop somewhere, stop in the center of the ring. That way you can move left or to your right. You can move back. You can move on an angle. You can move forward if you want to. But when you just chill against the ropes,
you back yourself into the corner.
Yeah, you only have it's easier for the person on offense to cut you off and throw punches at you. So.
And here's the ref coming in to stop the second of the unanswered rights to the temple.
You see the ref's hand trying to jump in.
No,
say stop.
It was a pretty bad beatdown, guys. You know what? We're gonna put a link to that display there, man, in the comments so you guys can click on it. Just give it a quick watch. It has like 4 different angles of the beatdown. Then we got to talk about, the hottest prospect in the world, apparently, Xander Zayas. We got to talk about this fight, man. To be honest, for me, he took too much damage as being the hottest prospect in the world, and with these wonderful highlight reel knockouts and all this kind of stuff that this kid has produced. Last night for me, he was taking too much damage. He was taking way too much damage. What do you think about that one, man? Against Espadas, Elias Espadas, who was 22-4 going into that fight last night. Xander Zayas, 13-0. Did you have a chance to? You saw this one, didn't you, Cedric?
Yes, I did watch it. What round did it get stopped in?
I believe that one finished in the. You know what? I'm gonna have to check. I can't remember. I think it was the 6th or 7th round.
But anyways, I'm impressed. And what weight class is Mr. Zayas?
Oh, he is. These guys are Xander Zayas. What is he? Give me 1 second.
He's definitely a good
super welter.
He's definitely
what was that? 154, 155, something like that. 155. I know he weighed in last night at 153. Elias Espadas weighed in at 153.5. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's 154. It's welterweight's 147, and then
So super welters, 154.
Mm-hmm,
so you know what? Great performance by this kid. We do have a slide of this one. We're gonna check this one. Here we go, guys. This shot was great. I kind of liked it. He did drop him early in the first round, and came through with kind of like the same kind of style of knockout here, man. This is the way this one went. For me, though, personally, I believe it was an early stoppage, man. We had, we'll just go through these slides, and then I'll give my reason why I thought it was an early stoppage. Okay. But yeah,
you see Xander lining him up with that perfectly long straight jab, just barely. I'm not sure if he missed it or if he
no.
He follow through. That was a follow through.
That was a miss, right?
Okay,
Here it is, starting from the beginning. They're all squared up. He throws out this nice jab, right? Brings that back out. And then brings it through for that hook.
Xander displayed very good random head movement in there too, making his opponent miss before. Like he was countering. A lot of times when he dropped him, it was from counters.
Yeah. He is a great counter boxer. Definitely an explosive counter boxer. This year, if we go back just one slide, right? You see how he's coming through with that hook, connecting, and he's already got the right lined up to follow through after this. And here it comes, guys. See, connects with that left. So from the jab to the hook, and just following through with this big right that just clips him as Espadas was reversing. He was in retreat move. He was in retreat at this point in time during the fight. He was backing up, gets clipped. Here it is from another angle. This is the backside of it here, guys. Here's that big right just coming in.
Right there. That's the shot.
That's the shot right there, guys. And there's
the follow through.
There's the follow through, the twist in the back. You see that? You see the way that neck is all torqued right there? That is just sending vibrations right down that spine, trying to turn the lights out. But I was surprised that he did not lose focus this whole time where he's going down right now, falling backwards towards the ropes. He never loses eye contact with Xander in that shot. He ends up on the ground, though. Still focused, but frustrated, and was able to just plant his hands and stand up right away before the ref came in there and was like, no, he was done. I think it was a stoppage. Even the ringside announcers said they don't know what the ref saw. He was pretty with it, man.
I hear you. But like when when you say he had his eyes on him, his eyes might have been looking for him as he was falling backwards, getting clipped from that from that right hand and falling down.
I watched that replay. He was focused. When he hit that ground, there was no head shake. There was no nothing. He was staring at him like, fuck, I got slapped again. He put his gloves down and he went to get up, and the ref just said no. Honestly, I don't know what the ref was seeing. I thought it was an early stoppage. I thought it could have continued, and honestly, there were times in there where I thought, Espadas could have, upset this prospect, man. There were times there where Xander Zayas got hit with shots that, he shouldn't have, that literally could have turned the momentum of the fight in another direction.
I have to respectfully disagree with you.
Okay. Hey, we can do that.
because like that last shot that the ref stopped it on, like for the fight, he was getting hit with a lot of those shots like throughout the fight. He wasn't getting dropped, but he was getting like getting hit hard with a lot of those shots. So I think even though it wasn't a hard one, you're right. It wasn't wasn't hard, especially not hard enough to be rewarded as KO of the week. But I think it's just the accumulation from the other rounds of catching like clean shots like that.
Right.
And so I guess the ref just didn't want to apply any more brain damage.
The ref didn't want to have an injury that could have been avoided, is really what he was trying to do. I can see that, but for me, as a fight fan, I would like to see it go at least another round. It stopped 5 out of 8. I honestly, I would have let him continue. I would have let him get up, and I would have let Xander finish him in Xander, in his fashion, the way that Xander does it. I would have stood him up, man. But I'm not the ref, so what am I going to do about it? There's nothing I can do about it. But guys, let us know what you think. Who do you think deserves the knockout award this week? Because honestly, I felt that none of these were deserving of this award. That's what I felt. And I feel that I know there are knockouts out there that we were unable to see around the world that definitely are capable of winning our knockout of the week award. So guys, please drop your answers for us in the comments. Let us know which one of these you think deserves this award. And if you have a knockout that you want us to see that you think is deserving of this award, please drop a link to it in our comments so that we can finally pick a winner for this week's knockout, because honestly and truthfully, we had a hard time. There was only one big fight this weekend, and honestly, it was not the kind of knockouts that we were looking for. It's unfortunate. It is the first time that we've had to do this in this show. So we're leaving it up to you guys out there to come through with the great knockout for this week. That is your mission. That is your mission, people. And we will announce that winner next week. We'll let you know who you guys picked as the knockout of the week award. I gotta talk about it, man. I gotta talk about it. Top Rank, you gotta stop using ESPN as your platform, man. I am so sick and tired of watching a commercial every 3 minutes. It is annoying. It sucks. It's bull crap. We don't get to hear what's going on in the middle of those rounds. We want to hear what these coaches are telling their fighters before they go out to that next round. We want to hear it. We want to see the amount of ice that they're being put on their body to see how hurt they are. We want that. But what do you guys do? You just cut the commercial. Every 3 minutes, we got to watch some stupid dish soap crap or something about kitty litter or some other garbage around the world that we don't care about because boxing's on. You got to stop this crap. It's annoying, and I know I am not the only one out here that hates it. Cedric, do you hate it?
Yeah, well, specifically because I like I always want to hear what the coaches are saying in between rounds to the fighters, and then and then you get to see if the fighter is going to actually execute the game plan that the coach set out for him in between. You know, you only got 60 seconds between rounds. Yes, you know, enough time to catch your breath, get a sip of water, get 2 or 3 specific detailed instructions on what to adjust or what to keep doing, and then you know, and then to see if the boxer is going to actually be able to apply that. So that's the main reason why I want to not see commercials, but I want to see in between rounds.
Right? Like, yo, come on. We're in the day and age of technology, people. Like, picture it at least. You know what I mean? Keep the fight, you know, keep that corner fight up in the corner while you show these stupid commercials or something. But, yo, you are losing boxing fans by doing this. Nobody wants to watch an hour of commercials in a 2-hour period. Nobody wants that. Who the heck wants that? Honestly, Showbox doesn't do it. Boxer doesn't do it. Sky doesn't do it. Why are you guys doing it? Come on, man. Wake up. Stop doing this crap. I hate it. You gotta stop it, man. ESPN, smarten up. I've had enough. Well, guys, you know what it is, man. It's that time. We're done. Shout out to Tiafomo stepping up, winning his match last night for his debut at 140, putting a couple belts around his waist. Xander Zayas, congratulations to you too on your impressive win last night, and putting that vacant WBO NABO super welter title around your waist. So it was a good weekend of fights. Always great things to watch. But we're leaving it up to you guys. You know what it is, man. It's Mike Orr, Cedric Ben, 4:00. Knockout of the Week award. It's up to you guys this week. Drop it in the comments. We'll leave the links to each video for you guys so that you guys can pick it, man. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. Hopefully a good knockout. Peace.